Have you ever wondered why some people seem to get everything they want effortlessly, while others struggle every single day? The secret is not luck, and it is not hard work alone. It is the understanding that your thoughts, your words, and your beliefs shape your reality. For the next 15 minutes, I want you to open your mind, because what you are about to hear will change the way you see yourself and the world around you. The law of attraction is not a magic trick. It is the principle that your inner world always reflects your outer world. When you consistently focus on what you desire, speak it as if it already exists, and truly believe it, you set in motion a chain of events that brings it to life. But let me warn you, this is not about wishful thinking. This is about aligning your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions with the life you are determined to create. Say this to yourself every morning for 1 minute. "Oh, I am worthy of everything I desire. I attract success, love, and abundance effortlessly. I am a magnet for opportunities. I believe in my potential and my power to create." Notice how your energy shifts. Notice how your mindset begins to command results instead of waiting for them. Your mind is the most powerful tool you will ever possess. It does not differentiate between what is real and what is imagined. If you spend 1 minute every day speaking life, possibility, and victory into your world, you are training your subconscious to work for you, not against you. Manifestation is not just about attracting things. It is about becoming the person who naturally aligns with what they desire. If you want abundance, first see yourself as abundant. If you want success, first embody the qualities of someone who is successful. The law of attraction responds to who you are, not just what you say. Remember, every thought you hold, every word you speak, and every emotion you feel is creating your future. 1 minute of focused belief is more powerful than a lifetime of distracted wishing. Start today. Start now. Speak your vision, feel it, believe it, and watch as your life begins to transform. You have within you the power to create, the power to attract, and the power to manifest. Do not underestimate the voice inside your mind. Harness it, nurture it, and speak to yourself with unwavering faith. The universe does not negotiate with doubt. It answers the clarity of intention and the force of belief. Your destiny is not waiting for permission. It is waiting for your declaration. 1 minute a day, just 60 seconds, can set your life on a trajectory beyond your wildest dreams. Every second you hesitate is a second the universe waits for your command. Be decisive, be bold. Speak with conviction. Manifest with certainty. The moment you start affirming your greatness, your abundance, and your purpose, you begin to rewrite the story of your life. You are no longer a passive participant in your destiny. You are the architect, the creator, the magnet of your reality. All it takes is 1 minute, repeated consistently, and your life will start to answer back with opportunities, doors and miracles you never imagined possible. Today, choose to speak to yourself. Choose to see yourself as worthy. Choose to believe in the power of your mind and the law of attraction. This is not just a speech, it is a call to action. Say it, believe it, live it, and watch the universe bend to the force of your unwavering conviction. Have you ever noticed how two people can live in the same city, face the same challenges, and yet their lives turn out completely differently? One person seems to attract success effortlessly, while the other struggles with setbacks at every turn. The difference is not luck, timing, or connections. The difference is in their thoughts. Your thoughts shape your reality, and the moment you understand this, you realize the immense power you hold within yourself. Every thought you entertain, every idea you feed your mind, is planting seeds that grow into your reality. If you spend your day focusing on fear, on worry, on what could go wrong, you are watering those seeds. If you spend your day imagining success, happiness, and opportunity, you are nurturing seeds that will blossom into extraordinary results. Consider this. Imagine a young woman waking up every morning worrying about bills, about losing her job, about not having enough. She walks through her day with her mind consumed by fear. Every decision she makes, every interaction she has is filtered through the lens of lack and anxiety. She may be working hard, but her energy is scattered. Her thoughts are constantly calling out scarcity, and the universe, which always reflects your inner state, responds with more situations that echo fear and limitation. Now imagine another woman in the same city, facing the same bills and responsibilities, but she starts her day differently. She says to herself, I am capable, I have the skills to overcome this. Opportunities are coming to me, and I am ready. She visualizes solutions, she imagines abundance, she believes she can navigate any challenge. Even when problems appear, Her mind is already seeking the answers, already seeing the possibilities instead of the obstacles. Her reality begins to shift because she has changed the way she thinks. Your mind is a powerful magnet. It does not argue, it does not negotiate. It simply attracts what you consistently focus on. If your thoughts are constantly on fear, doubt, and failure, that is exactly what you will encounter. Your mind does not distinguish between imagination and reality. It responds to the energy you put out. This is why it is critical to be conscious of what you allow into your mind. Every conversation you have, every media you consume, every word you speak about yourself is shaping the world around you. A man who complains daily about how unfair life is feeding his mind with negativity, and he is unknowingly programming his reality to match his thoughts. Another man facing the same circumstances chooses to speak differently, chooses to see the potential, chooses to focus on solutions. He may stumble, he may face setbacks, but his mind is building a reality that reflects hope, opportunity, and growth. Think about the small daily moments. The teenager who believes he cannot pass a test will approach studying with hesitation, with lack of confidence, and often will underperform. The one who believes, even quietly in his heart, that he can succeed will approach the same test with determination and focus. His mind is aligned with the outcome he desires, and this alignment often makes the difference. Thoughts are not just abstract ideas, they are forces that shape your behavior, your energy, and ultimately your results. Look at someone starting a new business. If their thoughts are consumed by fear of failure, they will hesitate to take action, they will doubt every decision, and opportunities will pass by unnoticed. But if they focus on success, on creativity, on solving problems, their actions reflect confidence and clarity, and opportunities begin to appear. A simple shift in thinking can turn fear into strategy, limitation into possibility, and doubt into faith. Daily life is full of examples. A mother worrying endlessly about her children's future may inadvertently transmit fear to them, while a mother who imagines their potential, encourages their talents, and focuses on solutions inspires them to grow with confidence. A worker fearing a difficult boss may limit their performance, while a worker who visualizes competence, prepares and focuses on learning and adapting often finds ways to succeed. Life always mirrors your inner world. Your outer circumstances are the reflection of your inner thoughts. This is not about denying reality or pretending everything is perfect. It is about understanding the direction of your focus. Fear magnifies obstacles, while positive, focused thought magnifies solutions. When you shift your attention from what can go wrong to what can go right, you change the trajectory of your life. Imagine waking up every day and choosing consciously to focus on what you want, not what you fear. Imagine telling yourself, I am attracting solutions, I am attracting abundance. I am capable of handling anything. Each repetition strengthens your subconscious mind, programs your energy, and begins to pull experiences into your life that reflect your focus. People often underestimate the subtle power of thought. Every conversation, every worry, every doubt is like a small brick building a wall between you and your dreams. Every positive affirmation, every belief in your capability, every focus on what you want is like pouring light into your mind and watching walls crumble. The reality you experience is simply the sum of the thoughts you repeatedly hold. If you want a life of freedom, abundance, and joy, you must train your mind to focus relentlessly on what you want, not on what you fear. Look around you. The world is full of people who have unconsciously allowed fear to dominate their thinking. Their lives are full of missed opportunities, regrets, and limitations. Yet, just one conscious shift in thought, one decision to focus on possibility rather than fear, can transform everything. Think about a man walking through the streets of his city. He sees obstacles everywhere, sees danger, sees scarcity. His life mirrors his thoughts. Now imagine he notices the same streets and sees opportunities, sees potential, sees ways to improve his life. Instantly, his actions change, his energy changes, and doors begin to open. Thoughts are not just mental exercises, they are the architects of destiny, the invisible hands shaping your life. This is why you must guard your mind like a precious treasure. Be deliberate about what you allow to dwell there. Nurture thoughts that empower you. Speak words that affirm your capability. Visualize outcomes that excite and inspire you. When fear arises, do not dwell on it. Acknowledge it, but refocus on what you want. Make it a habit. Make it a discipline. The life you desire is not found in luck or circumstance. It is found in the patterns of your thinking. Your thoughts are the lens through which you experience life. If the lens is clouded with fear, Everything you see is distorted. If the lens is clear, focused, and aligned with your desires, life becomes a canvas where possibilities unfold. Remember, the universe responds to energy, and your thoughts are energy. The more consistently you focus on what you want, the more your reality will shift to reflect it. Every day is an opportunity to practice, to align, to speak life into your vision, to see beyond fear and imagine the extraordinary. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to walk through life as if the universe is conspiring in their favor? They have opportunities, ideas, and connections appear as if by magic, yet when you look closer, the magic is not outside them. It is inside. It is in the words they speak, the affirmations they repeat, the intentions they declare. When you speak your desires aloud, you are not just voicing a wish, you are programming your subconscious mind, which is far more powerful than your conscious thinking. Your subconscious does not question. It does not doubt. It only responds. It takes the words you speak and turns them into the blueprint of your reality. Imagine a young man sitting in his small apartment, struggling to make ends meet, dreaming of opening his own business. If he keeps his dreams silent, keeps them locked in his mind, the energy remains dormant. He may think about them, he may hope for them, but without vocalizing his intention, his subconscious does not have a clear instruction. Now imagine the same young man starts each day by saying aloud, I am capable of building a successful business. Opportunities flow to me. I attract the right people and ideas. I am ready for success. With each repetition, his mind begins to notice opportunities he never saw before. He starts to speak differently in conversations. He takes action more confidently, and doors begin to open because his subconscious is now working in alignment with his conscious desires. Speaking your desires aloud is not about empty words. It is about declaring what you truly want with emotion, with conviction, with clarity. A student struggling to pass an exam might think, I hope I do well. But if she begins to say, I am intelligent, I understand this material, I am capable of achieving high marks, her mind begins to operate as if success is inevitable. She starts studying differently, remembering more, approaching challenges with confidence. The words spoken aloud are like commands to her subconscious, setting it into motion to help her act, respond, and notice solutions that she might otherwise miss. Consider the small daily examples around us. A mother wants her child to be confident, so she speaks words of encouragement. You are smart, you are strong, you can achieve anything. The child internalizes these words over time, and the subconscious mind starts to act as if they are true, building a foundation for success and self-belief. The father who dreams of a promotion begins to speak aloud each morning. I am ready for leadership. I have the skills, the dedication, and the mindset to excel. Suddenly his behavior changes. He communicates more assertively, takes initiative, and even small opportunities are recognized and acted upon. The words are doing more than inspiring. They are training his subconscious to orchestrate his life in alignment with his stated desires. Speaking your desires aloud also strengthens your emotional connection to them. When you only think about what you want, the mind can remain detached, unsure, or distracted by fear. But when you verbalize it, your emotions become involved. And emotion is the fuel of the subconscious. A young artist wishing to gain recognition might quietly hope for a breakthrough. But when he stands before the mirror each morning and declares, I am a talented artist, my work inspires others, opportunities come to me, he begins to feel the excitement, the confidence, the belief that his dreams are not only possible but inevitable. The subconscious now has both the instruction and the energy to act, guiding him to create, to reach out, to notice openings that align with his vision. Every day, your words are shaping the architecture of your future. Consider a shop owner struggling to attract customers. If he mutters under his breath, I can't get enough clients, his subconscious mirrors that thought. But if he begins to speak aloud with clarity and faith, my business is thriving, customers are drawn to my products, I offer value and abundance flows to me. Suddenly his behavior, attitude, and choices shift. He smiles more, engages better with people, tries new marketing ideas, and the energy he sends out matches his desires. The spoken word activates a chain reaction, aligning thought, emotion, and action. It is important to remember that your subconscious cannot distinguish between what is imagined and what is real. When you speak your desires aloud, you create a vivid, emotional signal that it interprets as reality. A young athlete visualizing winning a competition but also stating aloud, I am strong, I am fast, I am ready to succeed, programs every part of his mind and body to respond in alignment. He trains with focus, eats with intention, and reacts to pressure with confidence. Because his subconscious believes victory is not just possible, but already true. Speaking your desires aloud also trains you to notice opportunities that are often overlooked. A person who quietly hopes for financial abundance may walk past ideas or connections that could help. But the person who confidently declares, "I attract wealth, I am open to opportunities, I am ready for prosperity," begins to see paths that were invisible before. The mind is conditioned to align with what is spoken, and suddenly the world seems to reflect back the possibilities your words have called into existence. When you consistently speak your desires aloud, you are taking control of your internal dialogue and training your subconscious to work for you rather than against you. Every affirmation, every declaration, every spoken intention is building a bridge between who you are today and the reality you want tomorrow. The daily practice may seem small, but it compounds. A teacher who dreams of inspiring her students begins by stating aloud each day, "I am making a difference. I am impacting lives. I am a source of knowledge and inspiration." Over time, her subconscious guides her to new teaching methods, better communication, and moments where her influence becomes undeniable. The words spoken aloud are the signal that awakens the mind, turning thought into action and desire into reality. The universe responds to clarity, emotion, and repetition. Your subconscious is the engine that makes everything possible, but it must first hear the command. Speaking your desires aloud is not just about motivation. It is about programming your mind with precision, conviction, and purpose. Every word you say becomes an instruction to the deepest part of your mind, guiding your energy, your behavior, and your perception to align with the reality you wish to create. Have you ever watched someone achieve something remarkable and wondered how they managed it while others, equally capable, struggle endlessly? The secret is not always skill or effort, it is belief. Belief is the engine that drives manifestation. Without it, even the clearest vision, the most specific desire, cannot move from the mind into reality. When you truly believe something is possible, when you feel it in your bones, your subconscious begins to work on your behalf. It aligns your thoughts, your energy, and your actions with the outcome you desire. But without that inner faith, the law of attraction, the principles of manifestation, cannot operate fully. Consider a young woman preparing for a job interview. She studies the company, perfects her resume, and rehearses answers, but deep down she doubts her capability. She worries that she is not enough, that she will stumble, that someone else is more qualified. No matter how hard she prepares, the seed of doubt prevents her from manifesting success. Now consider another woman in the same situation who prepares just as thoroughly but pairs it with unwavering belief. She tells herself, "I am capable, I am the perfect fit for this position, I will impress with my skills and confidence." She walks into the room with her head held high, radiating certainty, and her words and presence reflect her belief. Her belief becomes the engine that turns preparation into opportunity, intention into outcome, and desire into reality. Daily life is full of examples. A student facing a challenging exam may study endlessly yet fail to absorb the material fully if they do not believe in their ability to succeed. When faith is absent, distraction, worry, and hesitation creep in. But the student who truly believes, who tells themselves, "I understand this material, I can recall it under pressure, I am ready," programs their mind to notice solutions, retain knowledge, and act with confidence. Belief transforms the mundane act of studying into an engine of manifestation that propels them towards success. Think about the small, ordinary moments that test our faith. A mother raising children alone may face countless obstacles and limited resources. If she doubts her ability to provide, if she constantly worries about what she cannot control, her energy is scattered and her outcomes often mirror that worry. Yet a mother who believes in her capability, who affirms daily, "I am enough, I am providing abundance for my children, I am creating opportunities," activates her subconscious to notice ways to stretch resources, to find solutions, to seize unexpected opportunities. Her belief becomes the engine driving her family's reality, turning limitations into possibilities, scarcity into growth. Look at someone starting a business. The first days are uncertain, filled with obstacles, mistakes, and setbacks. Without faith, without the belief that success is possible, it is easy to quit at the first sign of difficulty. Yet entrepreneurs who have unwavering belief in their vision continue despite challenges. They speak daily affirmations of success, imagine the business thriving, and take actions aligned with that vision. The engine of their belief fuels persistence, innovation, and resilience. Every problem becomes a stepping stone, every rejection a lesson, because their faith keeps the law of manifestation active, moving them closer to the reality they desire. Belief is not just about positive thinking. It is a conviction so deep that it feels real even before the outcome appears. A young athlete dreaming of victory may train with discipline, but without believing that winning is possible, their performance remains inconsistent. When the athlete combines practice with true belief, repeating to themselves, "I am strong, I am capable, I am destined to succeed," their mind-body connection aligns, focus sharpens, and their performance reflects the power of faith. Belief activates latent potential, turning effort into excellence and vision into reality. Consider the power of belief in relationships. A person who believes they deserve love, respect, and support behaves differently than someone who doubts their worth. The energy of belief radiates confidence, attracts like-minded individuals, and opens doors to meaningful connections. Without that belief, the law of attraction cannot function fully, and opportunities for deep connection may pass unnoticed. Belief is the engine that moves intention into tangible experience, and without it, even the clearest desire may remain unfulfilled. Even in the simplest moments, belief shapes outcomes. Imagine a worker approaching a challenging project. If they doubt their ability, their focus fragments, they hesitate, and mistakes are more likely. Yet if they approach the same project with confidence, affirming, "I am capable, I can handle this, I will find solutions," the mind operates differently. Solutions appear, decisions become clearer, and the project progresses smoothly. Belief transforms ordinary actions into extraordinary results because it activates the law that turns energy and intention into reality. Every morning, you have the choice to fuel the engine of your life with belief or to let doubt stall your progress. Consider a man dreaming of buying his first home. If he tells himself, "This is impossible, I can't afford it," the engine of manifestation remains dormant. But if he believes, saying, "I am creating opportunities, I am capable of achieving this, abundance flows to me," his actions, decisions, and awareness begin to align with that goal. He notices new possibilities, seizes opportunities, and takes steps that bring his dream closer each day. Belief is the invisible force that animates your thoughts, words, and actions. It is the engine that converts vision into reality. Without it, preparation, desire, and effort cannot produce the outcomes you seek. Your faith, your confidence, and your conviction are the key drivers of manifestation. The more consistently you nurture your belief, the more your subconscious aligns, the more your energy vibrates in harmony with your desires, and the more your life begins to reflect the reality you have imagined. Life is a constant test of faith, a series of moments where belief either powers you forward or doubt holds you back. The student, the mother, the entrepreneur, the athlete, the worker, the dreamer, all of them operate under the same universal law. Without belief, no law can act. With belief, even the smallest action is amplified. Every thought carries power, and every step brings you closer to the life you are capable of manifesting. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to effortlessly attract the life they desire, while others struggle even when they want the same things just as badly? The difference is not luck, timing, or talent. The difference is alignment. Manifestation is not simply about wishing or hoping. It is about ensuring that your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions are all moving in the same direction toward your desire. When all three are aligned, you become a magnet for the opportunities, people, and circumstances that will bring your dreams to life. Misalignment, on the other hand, creates friction. It produces delays, frustrations, and missed opportunities because your inner world is sending conflicting signals to the universe. Consider a young man who dreams of financial freedom. He thinks constantly about being wealthy and living comfortably, but inside he feels fear, doubt, and scarcity. He worries about bills, debts, and whether he is even capable of creating wealth. At the same time, he spends his days acting as if nothing will change, avoiding risks and remaining in comfort zones that feel safe but yield no growth. His thoughts, emotions, and actions are not aligned. He wants abundance, but he feels scarcity and behaves cautiously. And as a result, the universe responds to the dominant signal, lack. Now imagine he decides to align all three. Each morning he reminds himself, "I am capable of creating wealth. I attract opportunities. I take consistent action toward my goals." He feels excitement and confidence in his heart, believing in his ability to achieve. He takes small steps each day, learning new skills, networking, investing wisely, and seeking opportunities. Suddenly his inner world and outer actions are in harmony, and doors begin to open in ways he never imagined possible. Alignment works the same way in relationships. A young woman may desire a loving, respectful partner. She thinks about companionship, intimacy, and shared values, but inside she feels unworthiness and doubt. She may also behave in ways that push people away or tolerate situations that do not honor her value. Her thoughts, emotions, and actions are sending mixed signals, and as a result, she attracts experiences that mirror that misalignment. When she begins to align, her thoughts focus on the type of love she desires, she feels confident and deserving in her heart, and she acts in ways that reflect respect for herself and her boundaries. Suddenly, her energy is magnetic, drawing people into her life who match her intentions, demonstrating that alignment between inner belief, feeling, and outward behavior is the engine of manifestation. Even in small, everyday situations, alignment shows its power. A student preparing for an important exam may spend hours studying, but if their mind is filled with doubt and anxiety, and their emotions are tense and fearful, they are not fully aligned with the goal of success. When the student combines focused study with belief in their ability and a calm, confident emotional state, their mind retains information more effectively, their decisions in the exam are clearer, and their actions become more intentional. The thoughts, emotions, and actions now work as one, creating a force that naturally attracts the desired outcome. Look at entrepreneurs who achieve remarkable success. They are not simply working hard, they are in alignment. They think about the solutions they want to create. They feel passionate and motivated about bringing those solutions to life, and their daily actions, planning, connecting, problem solving, match their vision. When any one element is missing, progress slows. An entrepreneur may have brilliant ideas but feel discouraged, or may feel motivated but fail to act consistently. Alignment is what transforms ideas and dreams into tangible results, turning potential energy into actualized success. Consider a parent trying to build a strong family environment. They may think about creating joy, harmony, and love at home, but if they are emotionally stressed and act in ways that reflect impatience or anger, the desired environment does not materialize. When their thoughts, emotions, and actions are in harmony, thinking of love and care, feeling grateful and patient, acting kindly and intentionally, the family environment begins to reflect the alignment. Children feel valued, communication improves, and the home becomes a place of growth and support. Manifestation does not happen by chance. It responds to the alignment of energy within the person creating it. Alignment also plays a role in health and well-being. Someone may desire a fit and energetic body, but constantly think negatively about their body, feel discouraged about their progress, and acting consistently in diet or exercise. This misalignment prevents the body from responding optimally. When thoughts focus on health and strength, emotions feel motivated and positive, and daily actions are consistent with fitness goals, the body responds. Results appear more quickly, habits stick, and energy levels rise. The body mirrors the alignment between mind, heart, and behavior. The law of attraction responds to consistency. When all three, thoughts, emotions, and actions, send a clear, unified signal, the universe is able to mirror that signal through experiences, people, and opportunities. A young artist dreaming of recognition must not only think about their art and feel passion for it, but also take consistent steps, painting daily, sharing their work, seeking feedback, learning new techniques. The combination of clarity in thought, intensity in emotion, and deliberate action creates a force that brings the dream to reality. Misalignment in any of the three slows the process and creates friction in manifestation. Even the most ordinary actions take on extraordinary power when they are aligned. The way you speak, move, and decide each day either reinforces your alignment or creates dissonance. A person who desires success but complains constantly, worries excessively, or procrastinates is sending mixed signals to themselves and to the universe. Someone who aligns, however, starts each day with intention, carries feelings of confidence and gratitude, and acts purposefully toward goals, even in small steps. The results compound over time as thoughts, emotions, and actions reinforce each other. Alignment is not a one-time effort, it is a lifestyle. It is a daily choice to ensure that what you think, what you feel, and what you do are all in harmony with the life you wish to manifest. The student, the entrepreneur, the parent, the artist, the athlete all succeed because they understand this principle. They know that manifestation is not magic, it is the consistent, intentional alignment of mind, heart, and behavior. Every choice, every emotion, and every thought carries weight. when they all point in the same direction, the world around you bends to match the inner signal, and possibilities that once seemed distant become immediate and attainable. Have you ever watched someone transform their life seemingly overnight while others work tirelessly for years without results? The difference is rarely talent or opportunity, it is focus. 1 minute of concentrated, intentional affirmation can have more power than hours of scattered effort. The key is not how long you work, but how aligned and purposeful your energy is during the time you invest. Scattered effort is like throwing seeds randomly into the wind. Some may land, but most are lost. Focused affirmation is like planting a seed in fertile soil, giving it attention, water, and sunlight. It grows steadily, inevitably, and bears fruit. Consider a young man who wants to start a business. He spends hours researching, taking small actions, and worrying about competition. Much of his effort is scattered, unfocused, and inconsistent. He works late nights, multitasks between tasks, and often abandons plans halfway. Despite all the time he invests, progress is slow and discouraging. Now imagine the same man dedicates just 1 minute each morning to a focused affirmation. I am capable of building a successful business. Opportunities flow to me. I attract the right people and resources. During that single minute, he visualizes the business thriving, feels the confidence in his heart, and aligns his energy with the reality he desires. This focused moment ignites his subconscious, sharpening his decisions, increasing his awareness of opportunities, and transforming the hours he spends afterward into intentional, productive action. The 1 minute becomes the engine powering all his efforts. Even in school, students often waste hours cramming without focus. They read pages of material, hop between subjects, and forget almost everything they study. Now consider a student who spends just 1 focused minute each morning affirming their ability. Understand this material, I am confident, I can recall what I learned. Their subconscious mind begins to align with the outcome they desire. Suddenly, hours of study become more effective, retention improves, and the mind works in harmony with intention. The focused affirmation sets the stage for every action afterward, turning scattered time into productive learning, turning effort into results. Small daily moments are often underestimated. A mother raising her children may spend hours managing chores, work, and responsibilities, often feeling exhausted and unaccomplished. If she spends 1 minute each morning affirming, I am patient, I am nurturing, I am guiding my children with love and wisdom, her focus changes. She begins to notice small moments of opportunity, teaches intentionally, and responds calmly. The energy shift transforms ordinary actions into extraordinary outcomes. And the 1 minute of concentrated affirmation reverberates throughout the day. Look at athletes preparing for competition. Many spend hours training mechanically, performing drills without mental focus. The body follows the mind, and if the mind is scattered, so is performance. An athlete who spends 1 minute each day visualizing victory, saying, I am strong, I am fast, I am prepared for success, aligns the subconscious with their physical efforts. The mind begins to notice improvements, refine technique, and react instinctively. Suddenly, hours of practice are amplified by a single minute of powerful, concentrated mental alignment. Even in relationships, 1 minute of focused affirmation can change everything. A person longing for love may spend countless hours analyzing others, worrying, or trying random approaches to attract a partner. This scattered effort produces minimal results. Yet 1 minute each day spent affirming their worth and intentions, saying, I am deserving of love. I attract meaningful connections. I radiate confidence and joy. Shifts energy completely. They begin to notice opportunities for connection, interact with authenticity, and attract relationships that reflect their inner belief. 1 minute of alignment influences every subsequent action. Consider the example of someone wanting to improve their health. Many dedicate hours to exercise and dieting but lack consistent focus or mindset. Their efforts are scattered, motivation fades, and results are inconsistent. Now imagine spending 1 minute each morning affirming, I am healthy, I have energy, I make choices that strengthen my body. During that single minute, they visualize their body thriving, feel gratitude for wellness, and align every choice afterward with that vision. Suddenly, workouts become more productive, meals are chosen with intention, and health improvements accelerate because the subconscious mind is now fully engaged. Focus is what converts intention into reality. Scattered effort produces minimal impact because the energy is diluted like water spread thin over dry soil. 1 minute of focused affirmation concentrates energy, emotion, and thought, creating a signal the universe and the subconscious mind cannot ignore. It is the difference between shouting into the wind and speaking with a voice so clear that every element of your life responds. The mind, body, and energy align, and opportunities that were invisible before become obvious. Even in ordinary daily life, people underestimate the power of brief, concentrated focus. A worker may spend hours performing tasks mindlessly, barely achieving anything meaningful. 1 minute of affirmation at the start of the day. I am focused, I am capable. I attract solutions effortlessly, changes perception, sharpens attention, and amplifies efficiency. Suddenly, small decisions become strategic, interactions become more productive, and tasks that once seemed tedious are completed with energy and clarity. The 1 minute transforms every subsequent hour into aligned action, demonstrating that concentrated focus outweighs scattered effort. The principle applies to dreams, goals, relationships, health, and personal growth. 1 minute of clear, emotionally charged affirmation is the ignition that sets the subconscious engine in motion. Every subsequent action, decision, and perception is magnified by that one focused moment. It is a daily investment that compounds, creating results far beyond what scattered effort could achieve in hours, days, or even weeks. The law is simple: focus amplifies energy, clarity directs action, and alignment transforms intention into reality. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to effortlessly attract the life they desire while others struggle endlessly, despite their hard work and good intentions? The secret is not in chasing what you want, but in becoming the person who naturally embodies the life you desire. Manifestation does not happen by forcing external circumstances. It happens when your inner world aligns with your vision. The universe does not respond to what you say you want. It responds to who you are being. When you become the version of yourself who already possesses what you desire, the doors open, opportunities appear, and life flows in your favor. Consider a young man who dreams of running a successful business. He spends hours imagining profits, writing plans, and worrying about competition, but his daily habits, mindset, and decisions reflect uncertainty, fear, and inconsistency. No matter how much he wishes for success, it remains distant because he has not become the person capable of sustaining it. Now imagine he begins the inner transformation, asking himself, what would a successful, confident entrepreneur do each day? He starts making deliberate choices, learning skills consistently, taking calculated risks, building relationships, managing time effectively, and thinking strategically. As he begins to act like the person who already embodies success, his external world begins to reflect that inner state. Clients notice his confidence, opportunities arise naturally, and his business starts to grow. Becoming the person who aligns internally creates a magnetic pull that brings the desired reality to life. Alignment works in relationships as well. A woman may desire a loving, supportive partner, but if she constantly doubts her worth, tolerates disrespect, or behaves in ways that attract conflict, she cannot draw the relationship she envisions. When she shifts inward, asking, how would the person I want to be in this relationship think, feel, and act? She begins to embody patience, confidence, empathy, and self-respect. Her energy changes, her choices reflect clarity and authenticity, and suddenly, people who resonate with that vibration appear in her life. The universe mirrors the person she has become, not the wishes she has merely spoken aloud. Even in personal growth, this principle is undeniable. A student dreaming of academic excellence cannot simply hope for high grades while procrastinating or avoiding focus. To manifest achievement, the student must become disciplined, organized, and consistent, the person who naturally excels. This means cultivating habits of daily study, reflection, and engagement. As the inner transformation takes hold, the student begins to notice understanding, recall, and confidence improve. The outer results are the reflection of the inner development. The student becomes the embodiment of success, and the desired outcome naturally follows. Consider the example of health and fitness. Someone may desire a strong, energetic body, yet if their daily habits include poor nutrition, irregular exercise, and negative self-talk, their inner world is misaligned with their goal. Transformation begins with becoming the person who already lives healthfully. They start thinking like a healthy person, choosing meals consciously, exercising consistently, speaking positively to themselves, and prioritizing rest. Over time, their actions, thoughts, and emotions align so completely with their desire that the results, the fit, energized body, become inevitable. The universe responds not to desire alone, but to the person they have become. Even in career advancement, those who rise quickly are not merely lucky or ambitious. They have become the person their role requires. A worker desiring promotion must think, feel, and act as a leader. They take responsibility, communicate effectively, solve problems proactively, and embody the qualities of someone already in the position they seek. Others notice the alignment, trust grows, and opportunities appear naturally. The promotion is not just a reward for hard work. It is a reflection of the person who has developed into the role internally. Small daily choices compound into the person you become. A mother wishing for harmony in her home may start by being patient, speaking calmly, showing empathy, and acting with intentional love. A father desiring a supportive, trusting family models integrity, responsibility, and attentiveness. These daily expressions of alignment transform relationships, environment, and experiences over time. The desired reality is not pulled by wishful thinking, it is mirrored from the inner transformation. The person becomes the natural attractor of the life they seek. Look at an artist who wants recognition. Success does not come simply from wishing to be famous or talented. The artist must embody dedication, discipline, creativity, and resilience, the person who naturally produces remarkable work. They show up daily, refine skills, seek inspiration, learn from critique, and cultivate confidence. Slowly, the world notices the energy, the commitment, and the quality. Awards, exhibitions, and recognition follow because the artist has become the person who naturally attracts these outcomes. Alignment requires honesty, introspection, and intentional action. You cannot pretend to be someone you are not. You must evolve, grow, and adopt the mindset, habits, and emotional state of the person who embodies your desires. A young man dreaming of financial abundance must address limiting beliefs, develop discipline, expand knowledge, and cultivate a proactive mindset. A woman desiring meaningful relationships must foster self-worth, empathy, and authenticity. The inner transformation is what signals to the universe that you are ready for the next level of life. The power of becoming the person who aligns with your desires is evident in everyday moments. A student, an entrepreneur, a parent, an athlete, a worker, an artist. They all share one truth: the life they attract is a mirror of the person they have become inside. Alignment transforms intention into natural magnetism, thoughts into action, and desire into reality. The universe responds not to the wishes you speak, but to the energy you embody, the habits you practice, and the person you are consistently becoming. Have you ever noticed how some people move through life with an almost magnetic pull, attracting opportunities, people, and experiences effortlessly, while others struggle even when their desire is strong? The difference is not luck, timing, or even effort. The difference is clarity and conviction. The universe responds not to hesitation, doubt, or uncertainty. It responds to the energy of someone who knows what they want and believes without question that it is possible. Clarity is the vision of what you want. Conviction is the unwavering belief that it will manifest. And together they create a signal that the universe cannot ignore. Doubt weakens that signal, hesitation dilutes it, and as a result, outcomes are delayed, obscured, or missed entirely. Consider a young man who dreams of opening a business. He has ideas, he has talent, but every step is second-guessed. He worries whether he is capable, whether the timing is right, whether someone else will beat him to it. His hesitation and doubt send a weak signal to the universe. Doors remain closed, opportunities seem scarce, and his energy is scattered. Now imagine the same man with clarity and conviction. He says to himself, I am starting a successful business. I have the skills, the creativity, and the determination to succeed. He visualizes the thriving business, imagines the clients walking through the door, and feels the excitement of success in his heart. His every action reflects confidence and purpose. He makes decisions decisively, takes risks strategically, and follows through consistently. The universe responds to this alignment of thought, emotion, and action. Opportunities appear, guidance emerges, and his business begins to grow because he has sent a clear, confident signal that cannot be ignored. Even in education, clarity and conviction create remarkable differences. A student may hope for good grades, yet doubt creeps in. Am I smart enough? Will I be able to answer the questions? What if I fail? The hesitation weakens their focus and affects their performance. Another student, equally capable, begins the day with clarity and conviction. I understand this material, I am prepared, I will excel. During study, every question, every concept, every problem is approached with certainty. The mind is sharper, retention improves, and the ability to apply knowledge under pressure strengthens. The universe responds to confidence and clear intention, and the results follow naturally. Daily life provides countless examples. A mother trying to guide her children may feel uncertain about the right approach, hesitant about enforcing rules, or doubting her ability to influence behavior. The children sense the hesitation and outcomes are inconsistent. When she approaches parenting with clarity and conviction, she sets boundaries clearly, communicates with confidence, and models consistency. Her children respond, and the energy in the home shifts. Clarity and conviction transform ordinary actions into effective influence, and the environment begins to reflect the certainty she embodies. Consider relationships. Someone longing for a meaningful partnership may act uncertainly, sending mixed signals, questioning whether they are deserving or doubting the possibility of connection. Hesitation weakens attraction, and doubt repels the energy needed to create the desired relationship. When they embody clarity and conviction, expressing their intentions and belief in their worth, their confidence radiates. Interactions become authentic, choices become intentional, and the universe aligns to bring connections that resonate with the energy they emit. The signal is strong, the alignment is complete, and the desired outcome is drawn into reality. Even in health and personal well-being, clarity and conviction make the difference. A person may wish for a strong, energetic body but vacillate in habits, exercise inconsistently, and doubt their ability to stay disciplined. The universe responds to the uncertainty in their energy, and results are delayed. When they commit fully, with clarity and conviction, I am healthy, I am disciplined, I make choices that strengthen my body, their mindset, energy, and actions align. The subconscious begins to notice opportunities, habits are reinforced, and progress accelerates. The law responds to certainty, and what once seemed distant becomes tangible. Small, focused actions reflect clarity and conviction. A young athlete may train hours for a competition, but if their focus is scattered, constantly thinking about failure or what could go wrong, performance is compromised. Another athlete with the same training approaches each moment with clarity. I am prepared, I am capable, I will perform with excellence. Every drill, every repetition, every decision is aligned with the vision of victory. The subconscious, the body, and the environment respond, and results naturally emerge. The universe mirrors the certainty embedded in their actions. Clarity requires knowing exactly what you want and being precise about your intention. Conviction requires believing it is already within reach and taking steps as if it is inevitable. A worker seeking promotion cannot simply hope to be noticed while hesitating on responsibilities or doubting their capability. With clarity and conviction, they act with focus, communicate confidently, and produce consistently high quality results. The universe responds, opportunities for advancement appear, and recognition follows. The signal is undeniable because it is consistent, strong, and unwavering. Even ordinary life decisions reflect this principle. Someone deciding to move to a new city may hesitate, doubting finances, timing, or social connections. The uncertainty delays action and energy remains stagnant. The person who moves with clarity and conviction, planning carefully, visualizing a smooth transition, believing in the success of the move, activates the universe to mirror their readiness. Every decision, every interaction, every unexpected encounter begins to support the intention. Simply because the energy behind it is clear and unwavering, the universe responds to clarity and conviction, not to hesitation or doubt. Thoughts, emotions, and actions must all send the same clear signal. When you embody certainty, the universe aligns, showing opportunities, people, and circumstances that mirror the energy you radiate. Hesitation weakens the signal, doubt obscures the path, and progress slows. Clarity is vision, conviction is faith, and together they create an unstoppable force. When you act with unwavering focus, the world conspires to reflect that certainty, turning dreams into reality, intentions into experience, and desire into manifestation. Have you ever wondered why some people seem unstoppable, as if their success was destined, while others struggle endlessly despite their talent and effort? The difference is not merely luck or circumstance, it is consistency. Consistent practice of affirmations is one of the most powerful tools to rewire the mind and transform destiny. The words you speak repeatedly do not just float in the air. They embed themselves in your subconscious, shaping your beliefs, your decisions, and ultimately, the life you create. Each affirmation is a seed, and consistent practice is the water and sunlight that nurtures it until it grows into a reality that aligns with your vision. Consider a young woman who dreams of building a successful career. She spends hours attending seminars, reading books, and learning new skills, yet she feels stuck because her inner dialogue is filled with doubt and uncertainty. Every time she faces a challenge, The mind whispers, maybe I am not ready, maybe this is too much for me. Now imagine she commits to speaking affirmations daily, saying aloud each morning, I am capable, I am confident, I attract opportunities that align with my growth. Day after day, her subconscious begins to absorb these words. Gradually, her self-doubt diminishes, decisions become clearer, and actions are taken with confidence and purpose. The repeated affirmation reshapes her thinking, transforming hesitation into boldness, and the life she once imagined begins to materialize. Even in education, consistent affirmations are transformative. A student preparing for competitive exams may study endlessly, but struggle with fear and anxiety. When they combine study with affirmations such as, I am intelligent, I remember and apply knowledge easily, I am fully prepared to succeed, their mind begins to internalize the belief. Repetition rewires neural pathways, strengthening confidence and focus. Suddenly, challenges that once seemed insurmountable appear manageable, retention improves, and performance under pressure becomes instinctive. The mind, rewired through consistent practice, begins to orchestrate actions that align perfectly with the desired outcome. Daily life is full of moments where affirmations can reshape reality. A mother raising children alone may feel overwhelmed, thinking, I cannot handle this, I am too tired, I am failing. If she begins each day with affirmations such as, I am patient, I am capable, I provide love and guidance with ease, her energy shifts. She begins to notice solutions, respond calmly to challenges, and nurture her children with intentionality. The repeated practice rewires her perception, turning frustration into resilience, scarcity into resourcefulness, and ordinary moments into opportunities for growth. Consider entrepreneurs who achieve remarkable results. The first days of building a business are filled with obstacles, doubts, and uncertainty. Many give up because the internal narrative does not support the vision. Those who practice affirmations consistently, saying, I am creating value, opportunities come to me, I overcome challenges with ease, rewire their mindset to see possibilities rather than obstacles. The repeated affirmation trains their subconscious to recognize solutions, act decisively, and persist through setbacks. The business grows not only because of hard work, but because the inner mind has been transformed, aligning actions and belief with the desired reality. Even health and wellness are deeply impacted by consistent affirmations. Someone who wishes to lose weight or improve fitness may struggle with motivation, inconsistency, and self-doubt. Daily affirmations like, I am healthy, I am disciplined, my body responds to my care, gradually reprogram the subconscious to prioritize choices that align with the goal. Cravings are resisted naturally, exercise becomes a habit, and the body begins to mirror the mindset. The repeated practice rewires thought patterns and emotional responses, making transformation inevitable. Relationships too are shaped by the consistent practice of affirmations. A person seeking meaningful connection may often feel unworthy or insecure. By affirming daily, I am deserving of love, I attract meaningful and healthy relationships, I radiate confidence and kindness, the subconscious mind begins to internalize self-worth. Choices, interactions, and perceptions shift. The person begins to act in alignment with the affirmation, attracting partners who resonate with the energy they embody. Over time, relationships evolve naturally, reflecting the internal transformation caused by consistent affirmations. Even the smallest actions are magnified when affirmations are practiced consistently. A young athlete may spend hours training physically, yet their mind may sabotage progress through negative self-talk. Integrating affirmations such as, I am strong, I am focused, my performance improves daily, rewires the brain to build confidence, focus, and resilience. Practice becomes easier, decisions in competition become instinctive, and the results follow the energy of belief. The subconscious responds to repetition, translating spoken words into real-world outcomes, and the athlete's destiny is reshaped by the internal narrative. Consider someone dreaming of financial abundance. They may read about wealth, attend seminars, and work tirelessly, yet scarcity thinking dominates. By practicing affirmations consistently, I am abundant, I attract opportunities for prosperity, I manage wealth wisely and joyfully, the subconscious begins to believe, and behavior begins to align with wealth creation. Sudden insights, opportunities, and ideas that once went unnoticed now appear clearly. Consistent repetition rewires thought patterns, transforming beliefs about money and enabling actions that align with financial growth. The power of consistent affirmations lies in their ability to bridge the gap between desire and reality. One word spoken occasionally has minimal impact, but repeated daily, the words penetrate deeply, altering neural pathways, emotional patterns, and habitual behavior. The mind begins to act as if the desired reality is already true. Every decision, every perception, and every action is influenced. The repeated practice becomes the invisible force that transforms dreams into experiences, goals into achievements, and intentions into destiny. Life is a constant reflection of the inner mind. Those who commit to consistent affirmation practice understand that transformation does not happen by chance. The words spoken daily with conviction and feeling become the blueprint for the life they are creating. The young woman, the student, the mother, the entrepreneur, the athlete, the dreamer, all of them experience a shift because repetition rewires thought, emotion, and action. Consistent practice is not magic, but it is powerful, intentional, and unstoppable, turning ordinary words into extraordinary outcomes and gradually reshaping destiny into a reflection of the life imagined. As we reach the close of this moment, let me remind you that your life is a reflection of what you consistently believe, speak, and act upon. The world does not give you what you wish for, it mirrors who you are. Every thought you entertain, every word you speak, every action you take is like a brushstroke on the canvas of your destiny. If you want to manifest greatness, abundance, love, or success, you must first embody it within yourself. The journey begins not in the outside world, but in the depths of your mind and the strength of your heart. Imagine for a moment a river that carves a canyon over years. It does not rush, it does not force. It simply flows with persistence and alignment, and eventually mountains bow to its direction. Your affirmations, your clarity, and your unwavering belief are the river shaping the landscape of your life with relentless precision. Think of the greatest leaders, inventors, and visionaries the world has ever known. They were ordinary people with extraordinary faith in their vision. They did not wait for validation. They did not rely on luck. They became the embodiment of their dreams. Martin Luther King Jr. did not merely wish for equality. He became a voice, a movement, a presence so powerful that the world could no longer ignore the call for justice. Oprah Winfrey did not simply hope to inspire millions. She became the person of influence, compassion, and resilience that could touch hearts globally. Steve Jobs did not just dream of technology changing the world. He became the visionary who would create it. What do all these lives teach us? They teach us that manifestation is not a passive hope. It is active embodiment. You do not attract success, abundance, or love by chance. You draw it by becoming the person who naturally deserves it, the person who aligns completely with what they desire. Let me ask you, what would it mean if you could step into each day fully aware of your own power? What if every morning you reminded yourself, I am capable, I am deserving, I am unstoppable, and believed it with every fiber of your being? What if your thoughts, emotions, and actions moved as one, in perfect alignment with your dreams? There would be no hesitation, no doubt, no fear to hold you back. Opportunities that once seemed distant would appear within reach. Doors that were once closed would open effortlessly, and your reality would begin to mirror the clarity and conviction you carry within. Your life would become a living testament to the power of alignment, affirmation, and unwavering belief. Every day, you have the choice to either surrender to doubt or step into certainty. The choice is yours. You can linger in hesitation, repeating the same patterns and waiting for change to arrive externally, or you can take command, shaping your destiny moment by moment. Remember, success, abundance, and fulfillment are not reserved for the gifted few. They are accessible to anyone willing to align, believe, and act consistently. As Tony Robbins often reminds us, the only limit to your impact is your imagination and commitment. Imagine the life you desire, commit fully to it, and watch as the universe responds to your unshakable conviction. Look back at your own life for a moment. How many times have you accomplished something that at first seemed impossible? The challenges you faced, the obstacles you overcame, the times you believed when others doubted you. Those were moments where your mind, heart, and action were in alignment, and the law of manifestation worked through you. Now imagine extending that practice deliberately to every desire, every dream, every goal. Imagine making daily affirmations a sacred ritual, allowing them to guide your thoughts, shape your emotions, and inform every action you take. You would become unstoppable because the energy behind your intention would be consistent, magnetic, and undeniable. The journey to manifestation is not measured in years alone. It is measured in moments of clarity, decisions made with conviction, and minutes spent nurturing the person you must become. Do not underestimate the power of a single, focused thought or 1 minute of aligned affirmation. It has the capacity to ripple through your life in ways you cannot yet imagine. As Les Brown says, shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you will land among the stars. Every affirmation, every deliberate action, every confident thought positions you closer to the life that once existed only in your imagination. Your dreams, your desires, and your highest potential are calling to you now. The universe is listening. It responds not to your excuses, your procrastination, or your fears, but to the clarity and conviction you radiate. When you align your thoughts, emotions, and actions with unwavering faith, you create a force so magnetic that nothing can resist it. Every challenge becomes a stepping stone, every failure a lesson, and every small victory a confirmation that you are on the right path. As Jim Rohn often said, success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. Manifesting your dreams is no different. Consistency, focus, and alignment are the disciplines that turn imagination into reality. So, take a deep breath and see yourself fully realized. Picture the life you desire. Speak the words that align with that vision, and feel the conviction deep within your being. You are not waiting for a miracle. You are becoming the miracle through your own belief, your own alignment, and your own consistent action. Every day is an opportunity to affirm, to grow, and to step closer to the life that belongs to you. The path is simple, yet powerful. Believe, align, act, and watch the world bend to reflect the energy you radiate. The universe is responding even now to your thoughts, your intentions, and the energy you carry. Let your affirmations ring with clarity, your beliefs shine with conviction, and your actions move with purpose. Step into the person you are meant to be, the one who attracts abundance, joy, and success effortlessly. Your mind is powerful, your heart is capable, and your destiny is waiting for you to claim it. The power to manifest anything, to live fully, to rise above limitations is not out there. It is already within you.